college, I wasn't given any spending money, and I wanted spending money. And I had a job with a student newspaper selling ads. And that turned out to be pretty hard till I figured out that if I, instead of trying to just sell an ad, went in to talk with an owner of a small business and talked to him about how if he ran this ad that I had just created, it would increase his business. And thank God it did increase their business, and I learned a little bit about how do I get students to buy from a certain merchant, and that probably led me down the path even further. If my career was made into a movie, what would it be? I guess I'd have to say friends and family. Those are probably the two most important things to me, not necessarily in that order. When I talk about career, the things that have probably helped me the most are the support from my wife of 45 years and my daughter, who actually is now in marketing, so I'm learning from her now. And then the friends that I've had along the way that have definitely given me all kinds of opportunities that have advanced my career. One thing that certainly served me well is to have a passion for what you do. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, and that's certainly been true for me. And second thing is hard work pays off, no question about it. And then the third thing is integrity. I mean, all you have is your reputation, and be honest, and that has served me very well in my career. One of my favorite things is the excuses you hear from students about things. And I've never taken late papers. I figure you want to create the environment for students where it simulates the real world for them. One day I taught a night class and got done teaching about 10 o'clock. I went home and came back the next morning, and I had one student who hadn't turned in their paper. It was one of my best students. I thought, gee, that's kind of strange. And got in my office the next morning about 7:30 in the morning, and underneath my door was slid this manila envelope, and I opened it up, and it's from this really good student, and it says, Professor Bernhardt, I apologize for turning in the paper late. My wife had a baby tonight. I promise it won't happen again this semester. And I thought that was one of the funnier moments. I, of course, accepted it. I do remember what my mom wanted me to be, and she wanted me to be happy. Made sure that we did things as a family that would sort of make that happen, and I try to do the same thing with my kid. If you really want to learn something, you have to study it. It doesn't just happen. And I've always loved a quote from Jimmy Collins, who was the longtime president of Chick-fil-A, who used to say, the only difference between you and now and you 5 years from now would be the things you read and the friends you hang out with. And I sort of adopted that philosophy, so I'm a big, voracious reader. I've been blessed with a little bit of talent in the field of marketing, and one of the things that has really excited me over the years is the ability to use that talent to help some nonprofits. I feel I can contribute a little bit in an area that tends to be important for nonprofits that not everybody has the expertise on. I don't have much expertise on the mission-related things, but I can do some things to help them, which help them achieve the mission in other ways. You will succeed in your career if you have a passion for what you do, you work hard, and you don't think you can do everything yourself, but learn how to have others work alongside you and help you and cover the areas where maybe you're not as strong as you think you are.